is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. After a very rainy morning, things are starting to clear out.
Yeah, so backward from yesterday. This time yesterday we were tracking the beginning of what was going to be a very stormy evening, Naja, but now things quieting down. We still have a cluster of showers and storms down towards the Keys, and I think that will continue moving in, and that's going to clip you there in the Keys. And as it moves towards the west, eventually getting over to Key West with a little bit more rainfall for the rest of today. But look at this pocket of clear air here. That has now ruled the day, and we're talking about temperatures recovering as well. So it's going to stay nice for the remainder of the afternoon and evening, particularly for Miami-Dade and Broward. There's the upper low that we've been talking about. This thing just sitting right to the south of our counties here, and we're looking at movement towards the west very slowly. Again, upper level disturbance that has tapped into tropical moisture, and all that combination has given us some pretty good rain over the last couple of days. But because of its position, we talked about this yesterday, today was going to be backwards, right? So the heaviest of the precip was going to be in the morning, midday, and now we're beginning to clear things out. Even this here will just continue to rain itself out over the Atlantic waters, and we are going to be done as far as any significant shower or thunderstorm activity. Temperatures have recovered after staying and plateauing earlier today with the rainfall. Now even triple-digit heat indices just touching Pompano Beach and into Fort Lauderdale, upper 90s right now. Next weather rain tracker doing a great job of following again the rainfall as it continues headed off towards the west. This is going to be the trend for the rest of this evening. Nothing doing as far as any rainfall. If anything gets going, really it's going to be right over portions of southwestern Collier there and into Monroe, mainland Monroe as well. All right, let's check in on tomorrow's forecast as we wake up. Very different. You can have a mostly dry morning commute, but it's going to be our last day of getting any shower and thunderstorm activity. And tomorrow as well, things are going to be lopsided. The action will be in the morning and through the middle part of the day before things transition into the evening. So we'll have some showers rolling through, even a rumble of thunder, and then by between 3 and 6 o'clock, everything's over on the western side of the peninsula. So after that, we are in for Saharan dust and a big drying trend and heat that's going to come back for the weekend. Tracking the tropics, still looking at this area of low pressure. National Hurricane Center still giving it about a 10% chance of developing. The low's actually over land right now. It's over northern Florida, but once it emerges into the northern Gulf, and you'll see that on our tropics tracker here, it will try to spin up. Could be a tropical depression if it gets its act together, even more so. Could we have a low-end tropical storm? That is a possibility, but whatever it does, it has to do it before the middle part of the week, because otherwise it's going in. I think it's mainly going to be a big rain event for portions of Texas and into the Gulf where they don't need much more rainfall. Here are the temperatures and the next weather 7-day forecast taking you through the end of the week with rain chances at 40%. That's the highest we'll have the next few days. We're dropping them for the most part for the weekend. It's going to be hot, dry, and humid, and then slowly returning rain chances next week.
We are in hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure that you are prepared. Just scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It has important information for you and your family this hurricane season. Just go to cbsmiami.com. Now to Fins on CBS Miami. Day one of Dolphins training camp ended with one of the players airlifted to the hospital. Second-year offensive tackle Bayron Matos was injured during the morning practice. That's him, number 70, before the incident. Matos is reportedly in stable condition, but the team is not disclosing anything more about the nature of his injury at this time. The Dominican Republic native was selected for the Dolphins through the NFL's International Player Pathway Program. The program is designed to give opportunities to foreign players. We're going to have much more on Matos and day one of Dolphins training camp on CBS News Miami starting at 5. And don't forget, Camp Dolphins kicks off tonight. We give you a look at all the action and the news coming out of Miami Gardens each day after the 11 p.m. news. That's only right here on CBS Miami. And it all leads up to the first preseason game against the Chicago Bears on Sunday, August 10th at 1 o'clock, right here on CBS Miami, your official home of the Miami Dolphins. A 2-year-old boy is expected to be okay. That's after police say he shot himself in the leg overnight in Miami Gardens. The toddler was sitting in the backseat of a car at the time. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner says the Child Protective Services is now involved.
Police said that 2-year-old boy was able to grab a gun out of his mother's purse. The good news, that little boy is going to be okay, but police are saying this could have been prevented. Just after 1:30 Wednesday morning,
it looks like it may be in the parking lot. It's additional advising that there's a gun left in the vehicle and a child picked it up and somehow got shot.
Miami Gardens police said they were called to this apartment complex off of 207th Street and 22nd Avenue because a toddler shot himself in the leg. This surveillance video captured police setting up the perimeter with crime scene tape.
Our preliminary investigations revealed that the toddler was in the back seat of the vehicle, and he grabbed his mother's purse and took out the firearm and shot himself in the leg.
Miami Gardens Police Public Information Officer Diana Delgado said the 2-year-old boy was not in any type of seatbelt when he grabbed the gun out of the purse.
You have to be very careful. If you have like a firearm, you have to ensure that it's secured, knowing that you have a child, because children are curious.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue brought the child to Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital in Hollywood. This video shows the toddler being unloaded and accompanied by a woman who could be mom.
To react to somebody, a child, innocent child getting hurt, that says everything. Like, there's no reaction to explain to you. Like, everybody heart breaks. We all bleed for that.
This white car sat at the center of the investigation. Blood clearly splattered in the back seat of the car.
Child protective custody is involved, so between us and them, they're investigating, and from there, depending on the outcome of that investigation, we'll know if the child will be released to the mom.
Now, in addition to that little 2-year-old boy not being in a car seat, police said the gun was not in safety mode. Now, this investigation is still ongoing, but they said that they will keep us updated on what happens with mom. For now, in Miami Gardens, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
Miami Fire Rescue is investigating what caused an early morning blaze on Northwest 67th Street and 16th Avenue this morning. The video shows the size of the fire. Officials quickly putting out the flames, but the structure was destroyed. It was an abandoned property. No one was hurt. In Aventura, the Brightline station is across the street from the mall, but there's no way to safely and quickly walk there. Station has been operational since late 2022, but the pedestrian bridge over busy Biscayne Boulevard has still not been built.
The reality that honestly one of the biggest centers, economic centers in Aventura, is still somewhat inaccessible from this form of transportation is absolutely critical.
And check this out. Pieces of a pedestrian bridge meant for mall access are just sitting in the station's parking lot. So when will it be built? CBS News Miami's Austin Carter went to Brightline and the city to get answers. Tune in tonight at 5:30 on CBS News Miami. Now to the Trump presidency. The White House is unveiling a new plan to boost America's standing in the battle over AI. CBS News Miami's Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
The White House is rolling out a plan designed to expand AI infrastructure and investments in the U.S. and a race to stay ahead of China.
Today, President Trump will announce a bold and comprehensive AI action plan to sustain and enhance America's global AI dominance.
The AI action plan involves rolling back federal regulations put in place during the Biden administration, promoting the build-out of infrastructure, including data centers, and plans to export U.S. AI technology globally.
Our country will lead the world in AI to secure a brighter future for all Americans, massively grow our economy, and protect our national security.
The Trump administration is also facing continued calls for the Department of Justice to release all documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Wednesday, a federal judge denied a DOJ request to unseal grand jury transcripts from the investigation into Epstein.
I understand there are 2 other requests from the Department of Justice that are ongoing, but I'll let this president speak to whether he wants to see an appeal.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is sending lawmakers for an early summer recess rather than hold votes on releasing all of the Epstein documents.
No one in Congress is blocking Epstein documents. No one in Congress is doing that.
Johnson accused Democrats of engaging in a political charade, but many of the questions are coming from the right.
The American people want answers.
The House Oversight Committee passed a motion to subpoena Epstein's co-conspirator and convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell to appear for a deposition. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
When we come back, we're hearing from the man who was punched by a police officer during a traffic stop in Jacksonville. We show you the takedown that went viral.
It's a great way to get moving while having fun with friends. Pickleball is rising in popularity, but so are the injuries.
My shoulder hurts and my knees hurt.
We'll show you the risks and how to avoid them on the court. Thursday at 5:30.
Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. We are hearing from the man who was punched by a police officer during a traffic stop in Jacksonville. We got our first look at 22-year-old William McNeel Jr. since his violent arrest went viral. He was in court with his parents and his attorney, Ben Crump. McNeel explained what he said happened.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I was really just scared.
We have audio, visual evidence, proof of what happened. Nobody has to narrate it for us. To the sheriff, respectfully, you can't justify this.
The state attorney's office found none of the officers violated criminal law. The deputy seen punching McNeel is on paid administrative leave pending an internal investigation. McNeel pleaded guilty to resisting a police officer without violence and driving with a suspended license. Now to a health alert. Loofah sponges might not be getting you as squeaky clean as you think. In fact, they could be harboring bacteria. An infectious disease specialist with the Cleveland Clinic says staph infections are among the most concerning issues. So here are the steps that you can take to minimize your risk. After each use, rinse your loofah thoroughly. Shake off any excess water and hang it up to dry. Be sure to deep clean it weekly, and you should also swap out your loofah often. Well, that does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.